Hey, Yas, I am good. How are you?
Good. And I have to say, I'm so excited for today and what we're talking about. Summer sweet treats. OMG. Like summer for me, it's all about, getting a cold treat, maybe out and about. And I don't know about you, but I'm
A
excited.
1000%. And again, it reminds me of like camping, being at cottages, like being on the deck after dinner. You know what I mean? And just needing and wanting that like sweet treat to break the heat and the humidity.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm excited to get into it and share. I don't know. Should I start? Should you start? Where should you?
Yeah, what do you got? Show me what you got. As you can see, I got nothing
Right?
because I'll have to get mine right before. So if you got something, you
I
show it.
got something. I've got it
Okay.
right here. So this is
Woo!
coconut bliss ice cream. Recently they changed their packaging, so I didn't actually recognize it when I went and grabbed
Yeah,
it.
I
But
haven't seen that packaging.
it's different packaging,
It's cute.
and
That one's so cute.
it is, right? So the brand is here, Coconut Bliss, and I've been having this ice cream now for a few years because okay, summer and ice cream, like hello, it just goes together. And I am a sucker for like taking a walk and, like downtown Barrie is usually where I would be. And there would be like a little, ice cream hut. And I would just be like, I need some of that. And,
Yes.
but dairy, I think I've shared before that like dairy doesn't totally love me. And I can end up with like, a tummy ache or like some bathroom problems later, you know what I mean. And I find it's just so heavy when ice cream is dairy based, and this is coconut based. So hallelujah for like companies that do this. There's other companies out there that do like cashew based ice creams, and there's even vegan ice cream shops out there. It's one of my favorite things to do is like find the local vegan ice cream shop. For me, I just love the taste of coconut ice cream because it's so creamy and you don't really miss the dairy. And like this looks like Haagen-Dazs, doesn't it? Like totally doesn't this look like Haagen-Dazs?
Yeah, like the size and everything. And
Yeah,
maybe that's what they were going for with their rebranding. It
I
really
feel like
does.
it. Yeah. And they have such good flavors. Like this one, sea salt caramel chocolate.
Saw that
Like
when you held it up. I saw that right away. I was
right,
like,
right. This is totally the flavor I would go for. But I almost bought the peanut butter chocolate. Oh, and they have like an amazing vanilla ice cream for all those people out there. They're like, oh, you love your vanilla. So so check this out. Like, yummy, yummy, yum.
wow, yeah.
I'm gonna dig in and have a little bite because ice cream it's gonna melt.
And look at that texture. Like
Mhm.
it goes in so easily. Like it really is as creamy
Mhm.
as you said, eh? Like,
Yeah. I just let it warm up, a little bit because when you pull it out of the freezer, it can be like really, maybe a little bit too hard, but you just let it warm a little and then it's exactly like in the taste.
okay, that's a really good tip to pull it out a little bit ahead of time. Good tip for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't usually eat it right out of the thing, but I was like, that's actually not true. Sometimes I do.
Right? No
So
bowls required. There's just something that it's that comfort level again.
totally.
So you
I'll put the
enjoy,
leftovers in the fridge if there's some.
right? Exactly. If there's some, if there isn't, you enjoy it. I'm just gonna 1 second, wait for me. Eat your ice cream.
Okay.
Close the
I mean, yes, I
freezer.
can't wait to see what you've got. Something yummy, yummy, yummy.
Okay. Okay. So what I have here is one of my favorite creations. This is the TLC Fudgesicle.
Whoa, dude.
I have to tell you, sometimes you have to be like a little proud. I'm really proud of this creation from last year. I love all things summer sweet treats, but I love like the ice cream bars and the ice
Mm,
cream man. Remember the Dickie D's that used to bike around? Do you remember that, Yes?
totally,
I
100%
feel like they all have trucks now, but you know what I'm talking about? They'd be on their bike.
on their
And
bikes. Yep.
yeah, and like I think you guys know by now, I'm a chocolate girl. I'm like that creamy comfort girl. So I would always pick like the ice cream bar, the fudgesicles. So there are a lot of amazing plant-based vegan ice cream bars on the market. Soy Delicious has one, etc. But I was like, how can I step it up a bit more? And how can I have something that actually, you know me, is supporting my health at the same time? So I made something. So yes, like legit. So like you, coconut milk. Okay. So we have full fat coconut milk in here. We have all the cacao because obviously we know you guys know that I preach about cacao. It's fermented. It's full of minerals. Like it's
Superfood.
Right? It's like just beautiful. Thank you. Superfood. But what would I tell you? What would you say if I told you there was a whole bunch of detoxifying, like none other superfood, spirulina in here?
Oh, wow. It's not green. I'm surprised.
Right? So the cacao there's definitely more cacao than spirulina. Unless you want to have a seaweed popsicle, I don't. I'm not going to lie. I hide my spirulina. You all know how much I love spirulina, how important it is to get it in. I don't want to taste it. Don't make me taste it. I don't want it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to taste it. You don't smell it and you don't taste it in here.
And you don't see it.
And you don't see it. Exactly. You're not like, hey guys, have a green fudgesicle. I'm like, no, have a fudgesicle. Have it.
Yeah. Because I feel like the look of the treat matters too. You know, it's part of the experience. So I don't want a green fudgesicle. That looks amazing. I can't wait to make that.
You're so right.
P.S. Like I just have to, remind everybody that like, yes, this is full of sugar. That's why it's amazing. And, and it doesn't have the healing ingredients that your fudgesicle, like that's really stepping it up a notch, that you're nourishing yourself with the summer treat.
Which feels so good. And this is where we get into our beautiful balance in all things. Sometimes we make things from scratch to nourish ourselves, and some things we have much better versions of things, like you're showing us today. Ice cream, that isn't Chapman's ice cream. There's so many different reasons. So sometimes we have better versions, and sometimes exactly, we literally are healing our body. And thanks for saying that. This literally is healing your body. There is a splash, if that, of maple syrup. So like we are refined sugar free. And when I tell you this tastes like a fudgesicle, like it tastes like a darn fudgesicle. Like look at my bite mark. Like it is creamy. It is dreamy. It's not icy. Like it's pure fudgesicle.
Yeah, that brings back memories. Mm-hmm.
And exactly, going back, we've talked about it in other episodes, but again, my nutritionist brain, like not only do some bodies not tolerate dairy, I can't stand behind conventional dairy, and I'll never stand behind conventional dairy. And I know that you agree with me. I can't stand behind it for what it does to our bodies, for all of the growth hormones in there, all of these things, the treatment of the animals, like what is actually in the milk at the end. There's no nutrition in that. If you all think you're getting your calcium and your minerals and stuff from your conventional dairy milk, you're not.
You're not. And just I want to take it one step further.
Please.
I consider milk, like we're talking, 2%, 1%, like skim, especially the more or less fat there is, it's sugar. That's sugar. Right?
Oh, so good.
Right. And when I'm, working with my patients that have diabetes and they're regularly, checking their levels, they all know that when they have milk, boom, sugar goes up. So yeah, it's alive.
I love it. So there's your takeaway, guys. There is your takeaway from today. Conventional milk, just put milk equals sugar.
Yes.
Plain and simple. So we cannot stand behind conventional dairy. There's exceptions to every rule. There is grass-fed dairy. There's a whole bunch of non-homogenized. That's for a different story, a different day, and a very individualized levels. But dairy-free, girl, it's where it's at, right?
Woo, woo. You can have your dairy-free and still feel like you're having your dairy.
Absolutely. So yes, I can't wait for you to make this. Such simple ingredients. You just got to buy yourself like a standard, you know what I mean, mold, which is like everywhere. And Let me know what you think, and I will definitely be checking out that ice cream as well for my next hot summer treat night, and I'll let you know what flavor I buy and what I think as well.
Yes, I can't wait. Awesome. Thanks so much, Tanya.
Thanks for sharing your sweet treat, and I will see you soon.
See you next time.
Okay,